In this section, I want to give you another example of assembly that's going to be a little more complex this time because I'm going to create complex parts here. And next, I want to assemble them and show you how you can have an explode view of your assembly. Now, this is going to be another practice, so I go to mechanical design, part design, and I start part 1 here. The first thing I want to create is to go to YZ plane. Actually, this is not important which plane I'm going to work in because I can rotate my part at assembly design environment. Let's go to sketch environment and zoom out a little bit because this is going to be a little big profile. Starting using profile tool, I start from here, go to right, go up, select tangent, arc, come down again, and I want to be here. Go to right, go up, select tangent arc again, and come down like this. So let's have some constraints applied here. First of all, I want to make sure that this and this are along each other, so I select coincidence. This one and this one should have symmetry, so I select this and add the symmetry here. These two should have symmetry as well, so I click on symmetry. Now I want to make sure that this is about 100 millimeters in radius. This is too much. I type in 100. The other one should be 175. Again, this is too much. And this should be about 200 millimeters in height. And the other, as you can see, are reduced to 200. Now I want to have this and this in coincidence, so I can add a coincidence or I can make sure that this is 0. Now you can see that this is done, and again I need more constraint here. I want to make sure that this is 200 as well. Now this is fully defined. Exit my workbench and I want to add about 100 millimeters in each side, so I add padding here, 100 millimeter, and I want to have it in mirrored extent, so I click on OK and I can see that this is selected like this. Now the other thing that I want to have is this. I can have some 3 tangents fillet added to my shape, and I want to do it like this. I want to select this. Now let's go to insert and select dress up features and select 3 tangent fillet. And I guess I like to have this face and rotate a little bit and see if it is possible to have 2 curved shape, and I want to select, let's rotate a little bit and select this as the face to remove. Click on preview, you can see that this is nicely done, and I click on OK. Again, I go and select dress up feature. I select 3 tangent fillet and select this face and rotate a little bit, select this face, and this time the face to remove is this. So I click on OK, and now I can see this is like this. Okay, I want to have some fillets around this, but I want to do it in next part. So let's go to sketch environment by selecting this face, and I want to have a hole here, so I draw a circle like this. This circle should be 60 millimeters in radius, so this is 120 in diameter, and I want it to be concentric with the center of this. So let's find the center of this. I want to have a point, and for this let's go and select this constraint tool first. Select this arc. You can see that it has 100 millimeters of radius, and this is exactly what I'm looking for. So I can remove this and put a point here in coincidence with this vertical axis, and make sure that this point is about 100 millimeters away from this horizontal line. You can see that this is 110. I type in 100. And now I want to have a coincidence between this and the center of this circle. So I click on coincidence, and you can see that this is created like this, and this is exactly what I'm looking for. So I exit my workbench, select the pocket tool, and you can see that the selected sketch contains points defined. I don't want to have this point. So let's cancel this out and go back to sketch. Actually, I didn't need to have that point, but I can do this like this. Let's remove this coincidence, remove this point here. Just make sure that the center of this circle is in coincidence with this vertical axis and has about 100 millimeters distance from here. Now you can see that this is fully defined as well. So let's get out and add the pocket. This is going to be up to last. I click on OK. You can see that the hole is created like this. Okay, now I want to go to insert menu, and interest of features, now I select edge fillets. 5 millimeters is okay, so I select this edge. You can see that the whole edge is selected. So I click on OK, and there is a nice fillet added to my shape. Now I want to have another plane here to create some kind of handle for this, kind of arm. And for this I want to select this plane, XY plane, and let's go to Start, Mechanical Design, Wireframe and Surface Design, and from here select the Plane tool. Now I want to have offset of about 375 millimeters. See the preview. You can see that this is touching the top surface of this arc. So I click on OK. Selecting this, I want to go to Sketch Environment, and I want it to be centered to my face. I want to have a circle that is starting from the origin, and this circle should be about 100 millimeters in diameter. So I type in 100, exiting my workbench and taking my part into Part Design Environment. I want to have padding applied to this. 100 millimeters is okay, and I want to have this attached to this. So I go 20 millimeters in the other direction, or even 30. That's much better. So let's check the preview. You can see that this is nicely done, and make sure that this is inside part. So click on OK, and this is done. And now I can hide this plane. Hide it. And this time I want to go to Trace of Feature and select the chamfer tool. And I want to have about 5 millimeters and 45 degree. And this edge is the edge that I want to add chamfer to that. Now the first part is created, and I want to save this as part 1 here. And next go to the other part.